Good afternoon. Thank you for watching. As always, it is appreciated. So the Ginger Growler, Angela Rayner, has resigned her position as both Deputy Leader of the Labour Party, Deputy Prime Minister and Housing Minister on the back of the housing scandal over how she paid for her third home and whether she paid enough stamp duty. A lot of people saying it's council tax, it's stamp duty. Let's be real about that. I've got a couple of things I want to say. The optics are absolutely awful for Angela Rayner. Whether rightly or wrongly you were giving faulty advice, I don't think you was. I think you were economical with the facts. And the people that gave you the advice, a backstreet financial advisor down in Brighton, didn't have all of the information. What we do know is that your actual lawyers turned around and said, we never gave her tax advice. So you kept on digging a hole, hanging on by your knicker elastic, and then finally the elastic snaps. And I've got no sympathy for that. You were given compensation because of the damage caused to your child's well-being and their disability. And you used that compensation to purchase the house, and you signed over the original house that you had with your ex-husband into the kid's name in trust. All of this may be perfectly legal. All of this may be completely above board. It looks bad. If I use my kids' compensation to buy a house, regardless of whether I'm gifting them another house that I've already paid for, it looks bad, and the headlines write themselves. What you need to remember with the Labour Party, they're just like any other politician. They're on the take, and they're much, much worse because they are climbing the social ladder. You find that people that start at the bottom, like Angela Rayner, left school with no qualifications and a kid or two in tow, probably different dads, they are greedier than the people that have always had money or come from money, in my opinion. Or some people, I'm not. I've not come from money and I'm not particularly greedy. I'm an outlier. I don't believe everybody is like that. I think many people do just look after their bottom line. I think that Angela Rayner and many of the people that are fans of her are the worst type of hypocrite. They will wax lyrical about the poverty and working class and people not starting good enough in life to make good later. But as soon as they get into a position to impact or affect change, they've got their hands in the cookie jar. They're on the take. They're rinsing the system for everything they can get, and they don't really give two hoots about their constituents, the people that elected them in the first place. Many in the Labour Party saw Angela Rayner as a threat. When Keir Starmer was to resign, she, by virtue of being Deputy Prime Minister, would have become interim Prime Minister until there was an internal challenge and a actual official vote to the membership of the Labour Party. And I thought personally it would have been Rayner and Andy Burnham who would have been parachuted into a safe seat. What if all of the machinations in the Labour Party have caused this to happen? Maybe she was told she could get away with it, and then found that all of her allies turned on her. You need to be smart in politics, and Angela Rayner, she wasn't smart, and she's fell on her own sword. I put in the post here that Angela Rayner has been sacked, because we all know how it works in corporate, and we all know how it works in politics. You're told to resign or you'll be fired. Not many people have that dignity. Not many people have that out where they can actually resign rather than get sacked. If you've done something this bad, avoiding 40k worth of stamp duty, you should be out on your ear. I've got literally no sympathy for her or any of the people in the Labour Party because they're all just as bad as each other. They get the dignity to resign. Many people wouldn't even think of ripping off the country like this. And they're in crappy private sector jobs. They have no job security. And if they even done something a tenth, a hundredth as bad as Angela Rayner has done, they would have been sacked. There would have been an official procedure, but they wouldn't have been asked to resign. They would have been sacked. The whole corporate system in politics that's been set up over decades and decades of corruption needs gutting, in my personal opinion. Most of the institutions are corrupted. It all needs to be burnt down. Hypothetically speaking, I'm not inciting Keir Starmer. We need to start over. The institutions are fine as they are, but the people running them need to go. Every single one. Now, if you like this video and you think I've got a point about Angela Rayner and the way she's conned her way into the top of the Labour Party, you let me know. I appreciate your time as always. Comment below, let me know if you would have had the integrity, like I would have, to think by the ministerial green book. If something sounds wrong, it probably is. If you think you're doing something wrong and you don't want the headlines to be public knowledge, think again. It's very, very clear. We expect high standards from politicians, and their own guidance is very clear. But they always think they can take the piss, and I'm sick and tired of the bullshit. Pardon the language. Now, if you like this video, let me know. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one later on today. Have a good day. Do you think the Labour Party got rid of her on purpose? Do you think there was internal colleagues that she depended on that actually told her she could get away with it? It's interesting. That's what I think. I don't think everything is as presented. I think that other MPs, other ministers have basically got rid of the competition for Two-tier Keir. Have a good day.